transports are circling around and beginning to make off home. And here comes another flight, the third flight of gliders, which is being pulled in. I can't count how many of them there are. They're coming in over the beach here. More and more and more of these glider-borne troops are coming in. These gliders are coming in towed very slowly by the big C-47s in what is apparently an unending stream.
Well, now we turn our attention to the parachute elements of the British Airborne Forces. We're delighted to welcome the Red Devils freefall team to Duxford, and as their jump aircraft goes into the overhead, here to tell you about them is Private Ollie Hobbs.
Display brought to you by the British Army's parachute display team, the Red Devils. Touchdown, the other one's just on its way down now. So once they've both touched down, they'll assess how far away. So now the woodies are down, that smoke's blown away. That smoke's another indicator about the winds. They'll read how that smoke and how the woodies are being affected as well. So they're going to now start climbing up to altitude for today's display. They've got all the information they need about the winds. They know how high they're going to climb. They're going to make any last adjustments and decisions they need to for today's display. So they'll all be focusing on what roles they have to do. So if you keep an eye on the plane then, you might see some red smoke trailing out the back of the plane at one point. Don't be alarmed, the plane's not catching fire. This is the jump master inside the plane. He's going to be dangling his foot out the back of the plane with a smoke canister attached to him. This is an indication to us down here on the ground that he's about to exit the plane. So that smoke is going to be the last thing he does before he jumps out the plane. And it lets us know that he's all about to get out. And then the rest of them will follow shortly behind him. So if you see any red smoke trailing out the back of the plane, please don't fall. So, proudly coming down first then, for today's display, we have the Jump Master. Secondly, we have the other Jump Master for today's display. We have Lance Corporal Oliver Goss. We also have Corporal Wayne Shorthouse. If you look towards the north then, up in the clouds, you can see the 2,000 square foot Union Jack flag being proudly flown by the big flag, so they can climb down each other's lines and they can put what we call crew formations into displays such as this. So they're going to fly it round as a three, and then they're going to, there you go, they've done it now, they're transitioning. So they're making for the arena, they can manipulate their canopies so that they direct them straight down towards the ground, build up even more speed in the descent, and put on an even better show for us, getting a lot more speed, coming in nice and quickly, giving a good job for the cameraman to keep up behind them. Looks like they're going to downplane right over your head, so if you get any good photos of them straight in the downplane, be sure to remember to tag us, straight down over the top of you, get some good photos, tag us on Instagram, give us a shout out. And they're going to split that nice and low for us as well, and then they're all going to turn in and land at the same time as well. Flag, proudly flown by Lance Corporal Henry Mole. Had the smaller flags being flown as well by Lance Corporal Louis Cuddy. We also had Lance. So whilst they're waiting for him to come down then, now on that 2,000 square foot flag, the rest of the team, they're going to be taking off their parachute equipment, taking off their helmets, their goggles, watching the last man come down, make sure they're not in his way. It's a lot harder to move with that canopy last minute, as they need to do so they're going to make sure they're not in the way of him whilst he lands. Obviously they don't want to get hit by that weight either. Swim safety down as well, and then we'll go over and take them for the salute.